Hello, it's an honor and pleasure to address participants of the 2022 Anti-Defamation Virtual National Leadership Summit. At the onset, I would like to thank you for your strong support for my country during these dark times of our history. We highly appreciate all the assistance that you are providing to our people and to our refugees. Another very important part of your support is fight with Russian disinformation and propaganda. And while thanking, I would kindly encourage you to continue your hard work in this direction. Only together we will be able to defeat this evil. As you know, Russia's original invasion plans aimed at seizure of Kiev, Kharkiv, Odessa have failed. But a full-scale war is already in Ukraine for the past 66 days. Currently, the Russian troops are being deployed massively in the east and south, and we see now the battle for Donbass, which is also a battle for Ukrainian east, most notably city of Mariupol, with the aims to move the front line to the administrative boundaries of many oblasts that Russians are trying to occupy again. Russia aims to kill as many civilians as possible and also inflict maximum infrastructural damage. They actually create humanitarian crisis in Ukraine, and they specifically target civilians. They're not fighting with our armed forces. While retreating, Russian troops also plant mines in the previously seized Ukrainian territories, leaving them even inside the bodies of the killed people or the children's toys. There are no places left in Ukraine which are not affected by this military threat. All this just confirms that persistent and systematic nature of the policy of Russian Federation is aimed at extermination of Ukraine. They deny us the right to live in our country, violating our sovereignty and territorial integrity. I am more than confident that these acts are something that together Ukrainian and Jewish people have experienced for many centuries before, and something that we together always said no and are saying no to now. I would like to also highlight that the alleged purpose of this new stage of the military aggression of the Russian Federation after the war that they have started 8 years ago is the denazification of Ukraine, which is a very cynical thing for them to say, with Ukraine being one of the countries at the highest top level of the righteous people during the World War II, with Ukraine including into our legislation the anti-Semitism as a crime and fighting with it everywhere, with Ukraine electing the first president of Jewish descent, Volodymyr Zelensky, a brave leader who leads the country through these difficult times. A couple of weeks ago, the Parliament of Ukraine adopted a resolution that recognizes actions of the Russian army in Ukraine as a crime of genocide. And I don't know what other words we can use to describe it. The mass atrocities in the areas which were occupied by Russians, in particular cities of Bucha, Borodyanka, Hostomel, Irpin, Mariupol, and many others. Numerous acts of murder, imprisonment, torture, rape, as well as desecration of corpses, systematic targeting of civilians. At the end, I would like to remind you that all of these days, Ukraine is fighting for our homes and our loved ones, but we, of course, are also fighting for freedom and democracy. Because Russian aggression is not only directed against Ukraine. We are positive that if we do not stop Russia in Ukraine, then we will have much bigger problem everywhere. And that's why we together, all civilized and democratic countries, all people who love and cherish freedom and individual self-determination, we have to stand up together. We have to support each other in order to win this fight. And I would like to thank you all again for supporting us. And we really appreciate and value all your support. Thank you.